There was a time, not that long ago, when a child born with a disability had very few options. They couldn't go to school, work, or live on their own. Parents had the choice of putting their child in an institution or keeping them home alone. This was the situation Laura Sparks Blasfeld found herself in 1946. She had a child with a disability and no help or hope, but she had an idea. An idea that if parents could come together, they could change the future for their children. The future Laura Blasfeld envisioned has become a reality. The ARC of Bergen and Passaic counties, a nonprofit organization, is now there to help individuals with disabilities live happy, productive, and fulfilling lives. Guided by a volunteer board of trustees, the ARC is providing a lifetime of opportunities.
I became involved with the ARC as a parent of a child with developmental disabilities, knowing that the ARC would be the key to my daughter's future successes. The work that we do now will lay the foundation for the children of tomorrow, just as the efforts of Laura Blasfeld and the parents of yesterday are making a difference for people today.
A child's first 3 years of life are critical to their development. The ARC is there from the first step in the journey, helping children to walk and talk and learn. Through physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and special instruction provided both in the home and in a group environment, the ARC's early intervention program helps children with developmental delays get a good start in life.
Here comes Andrew crawling up the mountain, crawling up.
My granddaughter has been coming this year, and she just needed that jump start, and it's been wonderful. They have worked with her, one-on-one and in the group, and I've seen tremendous strides. I mean, it's just terrific.
From early intervention for infants and toddlers and summer camp and educational advocacy for school-age children to recreation, employment training, and community living programs for adults, the ARC is helping individuals with autism, mental retardation, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and other disabilities reach their full potential.
A long time ago, people that had problems like us were put in an institution and put away there for the rest of our lives. And then once someone founded ARC and got involved with ARC, then they had people that built group homes and semi-supervised apartments, and even some people that had their own apartments through the ARC.
I think I have a brand new life and a good freedom.
It's a good program to have my own apartment. If I didn't have art, I'd be miserable. I'm thankful I do have art.
The ARC's vocational programs provide training and assistance to help individuals develop the work skills needed to become successfully employed in the community.
My sister has, through a lot of training and a lot of assistance, a lot of aid from ARC and some other organizations, now is able to live independently. She has been employed in the public service about 35 years. She's held the same job. She's a productive, happy, very important part of our society. And without organizations like the ARC, that wouldn't happen.
Here at the ARC, I am the ARC's receptionist. And I answer telephones, and I take messages, I deliver mail. The best job I ever had was this job here.
Through quality programs, public information, and advocacy, the ARC seeks to ensure that everyone with developmental disabilities has the same rights, privileges, and opportunities as any other citizen.
What impresses me most about the ARC is the ability to give a voice to people who might not have a voice. The advocacy that this organization displays at the state level, the national level, and most importantly at the local level. When the ARC is required, they step in and they help people. They give the same rights to people with disabilities that people without disabilities enjoy. They become someone's voice when a person doesn't have a voice.
Employment, community living, recreation, children's services, and family support are just a few areas where the ARC is making a difference every day, not only for individuals with disabilities, but also for their families. The program also helps their parents gain the skills, information, and support they need so they can help their children learn and grow.
This is our community source of everything that goes on for our children and for ourselves. There are a lot of things that growing up, the children growing up, their needs change, which also makes the parents' needs change. The thing that I can't stress enough is you need to have a place. We need to be together from start to finish. You know, we need to have under one cap a place where you can just knock on the door and go in and say, this is what I need today, or this is what's bothering me, or can you help me find out?
I think the most valuable thing about the ARC is that it is a agency that supports families, and families struggle tremendously when there's a member who has a disability. It helps us to become part of support groups that help us to know, A, that we're not alone, and that there are services and supports out there. And I think it's very valuable in the service delivery system that there's an agency that's there mainly for families. And I think that's what the ARC does.
Our oldest child is 28 years old. He was born with cerebral palsy and multiple disabilities. I have 2 other children, and because he's the oldest, the other 2 have never known anything different. But we really don't have a normal life. We try very hard to. But the house that we live in, the car we drive, any kind of a vacation we take, which are not extensive, all center around him. We have to do what's best for him.
The ARC has been wonderful. They're there when you need them. If you have a problem, they're right there.
I just would like to say that I'm very grateful and thankful that the ARC is there and is there to help families like ours.
The ARC is a very caring agency, and that it really puts people with disabilities first.
Families need support from the time their child is born through all stages of development. And in answer to the question parents ask, who will be there to care for my child when I no longer can? The ARC is there. The ARC provides supervised group homes and apartment living programs and also serves as guardian when there's no family to assume this role.
Both my mom and dad passed away, and I work at the ARC workshop in Hackensack, and we do like assembly work, like factory work. And it feels good to be in the ARC program because I'm settled and I'm independent.
My sister Andy, who's in the group home here through ARC, she's 53. She was born developmentally disabled. She's a very social person. I'm a little emotional here. She loves being around people, especially people that work in the group home and people at her workshop, and she's really very lovable.
Susan moved into the group home about, I'm going to say between 15 and 18 years ago. I honestly don't remember. Since she's moved in, she's been a totally different person.
You know, my mother was always worried about Andy. I mean, she's always been worried about her. And so for them to be able to know that she was safe here and happy, it made a whole difference in all of our lives. My parents are now in their 80s. And what's so important for them is to know that Andy has been here for a long time. This is her second home. This is her home away from home, you know, with my parents. And so, you know, when their time comes and they're not around anymore, they know that she will be taken care of. And you can imagine how wonderful that is.
Bob now has been with the ARC for about, 30 years, I would say. Of course, ARC, I can sum up in 3 words: peace of mind.
The ARC is building successful futures, one child, one family at a time. But there is still a long way to go. Each year, more babies with disabilities are born. The ARC will be there to give them the start they need. The ARC will be there as they become adults to help them live as fulfilling and independent lives as possible. The ARC will be there for their parents as they face each of life's challenges. And the ARC will be there to carry the torch when their parents can't. Will you be there for the ARC? Please help us continue to make Laura Blasfeld's dream for a better future a reality for a child born with a disability today.